Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Lauren Maloney. Tonight, larger protests are forming over the arrest of a Columbia University student who has called Vermont home for years. Mohsen Mahdawi was arrested Monday after appearing for an interview to what he thought was finalizing his citizenship. Since then, lawyers have filed a petition in federal court requesting the government not remove him from the state. ABC 22's Jordan Barber tells us more about where this case currently stands. She reports tonight from an ongoing protest in St. Albans.
As I said before, I'm at Northwest Correctional Facility, where a crowd behind me is here to show support for Mahdawi and demand his release. This is the second rally in the state so far this week, relating to a growing number of ICE arrests that have sparked debate across the nation.
On Monday, Mohsen Mahdawi, a student at Columbia University and a resident of White River Junction, was arrested in Colchester by ICE agents after appearing for an interview to finalize his citizenship. Wednesday, a judge issued an order that he not be removed from the state, and Mahdawi's lawyers have since confirmed that he is still in Vermont. I spoke with Vermont-based immigration lawyer Becky Von Trapp to shed some light on the Mahdawi case.
The Vermont federal judge has made the right decision and recognized that, as a permanent resident, that Mr. Mahdawi has some due process and basic rights, and they should not be violated.
She tells me naturalization interviews such as the one Mahdawi attended at the time of his arrest are typically a happy occasion. The interview with a field officer and following civil tests are a last milestone in obtaining full citizenship status. Typically, she says, if the field office has concerns, they request additional information ahead of time or ask questions in the interview. But an immediate arrest at the door is almost unprecedented, she says.
A pass or milestone to citizenship should not be disguised into a planned arrest. I think this will give weapon to the rest of the country if similar events and arrests happens. It could set a precedent.
Concerns over the case have also been voiced in written statements by Vermont officials, including Senator Bernie Sanders, Senator Peter Welch, and Representative Becca Balint, who wrote the arrest was, quote, immoral, inhumane, and illegal. Governor Phil Scott and Burlington Mayor Emma Mulvaney Stanek have also provided statements.
And the city is standing right by folks who are in this vulnerable situation, and I do hope that the state of Vermont and other municipalities really sound the alarm about how dangerous. We've really gone beyond the line now, and it is deeply disturbing. We're headed in a very dangerous direction.
Columbia University also released a statement in support of Mahdawi, expressing their, quote, shock and horror over his detainment. Local groups are also rallying, with the Hartford Select Board issuing a statement calling for due process for their neighbor and friend.
Although Mahdawi's case deportation has been paused, likely because of the judge's order, it still remains to be seen what will happen. We do know for now, though, that District Judge William Sessions has transferred the case to District Judge Jeffrey Crawford as of this morning. Reporting from St. Albans, Jordan Barber, ABC 22 News.